Lord, this is going to be a mess trying to edit this one. Welcome back to the Whomst Podcast 2026, first episode, baby. Yeah, it's only been a year. I've recorded some stuff, but I was sober and depressed. I just wasn't feeling it. I was talking about sports betting and saving money, trying to be responsible. That's boring. Nobody wants to hear that shit. Here I am back with the Whomst Podcast episode whatever, right? 200 and something, right? I am three Cutwaters in. You know what? I underestimated it a little bit. I'm not like terrible because obviously I'm able to like one find my recording equipment, put it all together. Surprisingly, I think this is a sign from old Big J upstairs that I was supposed to do this. All my equipment was just like right there. I haven't recorded in a fucking year. The charger was on my desk, just already plugged in, ready to go. My recorder was in like a container on a chair right next to my bed. It was like you just asking me to record, baby. You just like three cut waters in. I tried it out for the first time. If you don't know what cut water is, like a alcoholic beverage. I also haven't been drinking either because I've been on this like been working out and all these fake ass influencers on YouTube is like, oh, alcohol, it destroys the protein in your muscles and you or whatever. So I've been avoiding beer and all that stuff, all the good stuff to make the pain go away, right? I was like, oh fuck it, let me just do this. I've been avoiding it and then start lifting weights and I lost a lot of weight. Last time I checked my weight, which was right now it is, I don't even know the date. I stopped looking at the date as a part of my process. It's May 28th, 2026. Last time I looked at my weight was when I got when I pinched a nerve. What is sciatica? Last September, yeah. And I went to the doctor because I was like, "Am I losing my leg?" Like, it was like, and they did the weight. And it was like 250, which is still big as shit. I know. Shut up. All right. But I was 300, so it's a lot of progress, baby. And I know I talked about this before, but it's been a year, so you don't remember. Uh, I know I lost a lot more weight, maybe a little bit more. I might have gained more because I got a lot of more muscle. I'm like sleeveless shirt era where I'm at, but not shirtless. Eric, I'm not far from that. Nobody wants to see that shit. Um, but yeah, three cut waters in. Same old process as before. I get sidetracked. I underestimated it because last week I bought a 4 pack, which is like $12, which from how popular it is, from what I seen on the internet, I thought it was gonna be a lot more expensive. But like $12, that's not that much. Also, I've been doing really well with my money, so it's like $12 ain't nothing now. It's like $12 like 2 years ago. I was like, damn, that's like just open up a new mortgage for my house. I don't even know what that fucking mean. I never owned a house. But the first time I got the espresso something. It tastes like coffee. It tastes like really milky coffee. It had the alcohol in it. It did its job, but it's not that crazy. But this time I got the strawberry, which I don't really like this flavor. It's not that cool. It's like terrible Kool-Aid. It's called Cutwater Strawberry and Margarita. It's cool. I'm drinking it. Cause I'm not finna waste my money, right? Uh, you know what? It's doing its job. It's doing way better than I think because this one has tequila in it. I didn't know they mixed it up. I didn't know it was like, cause the other one I think it was like vodka and coffee flavor, and this one vodka is weak shit. I can handle vodka, a bunch of vodka, drink that all at once and be all right. But Tequila, that's boy. I've been listening to that one song, that beeper song, that Mexican beeper song. But let me play it. Hold on. What's the fucking the name of it? Yeah, it'll be big. Because it's playing in my head right now, but I can't say it out loud. It's as if it doesn't exist. What is it? I'm gonna look it up on the YouTube music. Um, I'm literally gonna put Mexican beeper song. Beeper. Beep beep song? Is that it? Yeah, that's it. I don't know what the copyright is. That song. That shit. I was listening to that at work earlier today. It's pretty fire. It's a good song, man. Don't know a fucking word they saying besides bipe and like halfway through the song, the first few plays I thought he was mimicking a cow. He like he's mimicking a beeper because the songs is about a beep. Anyway, whatever. Why did I come back all of a sudden? What motivated me to do a podcast? Because um inebriated. And inebriation causes you to want to do things that's irresponsible and unproductive. And I'm like, oh Lord. Well, I was watching Papa Meat about it was a video about Spirit Airlines and stuff like that. And I was like, I want to record. And I felt like somebody was stepping in my territory. Somebody stepping in my territory. I heard in what's the phrase? It's something whatever. Somebody was gossiping, and somebody was saying that somebody from work was trying to start a podcast, and I'm like, that's my fucking territory. Now you want to fuck? Obviously, they ain't doing it because of me, but the narcissism, that deep down narcissism inside of me that's been dormant ever since I stopped doing comedy popped up. It was like, they doing it because of you. They saw that you was doing it, then you stopped it, so they trying to really whatever. So that's why I'm doing it. Just to show them that they can't do this shit like I do. Me who has like 100 listeners, maybe. Maybe not anymore, but like got 100 listeners. That's it. 100 dedicated listeners. And what the fuck they gonna talk about? All they know how to do is fucking cheat on their damn girlfriend. That's what the fuck. What they gonna talk about? A relationship? Get the fuck out of here, huh? Women should obey men. Oh, we got fucking a 4-hour story here. Get the fuck out of here, man. Tired of this shit. Is that a fucking net? I'm tired of these goddamn nets, man. They so disrespectful. I know I've talked about this before. They so disrespectful, man. They go out of their way to. I don't stink. I don't fucking stink. I sweat, but I don't fucking stink, man. I make sure I got the little spray deodorant and I bring it to work and all that types of shit. But these niggas, maybe it's because of the smell of the dude. I don't know, but these niggas will touch my skin. I hate it. They'll bump into it. I don't understand the logic. I don't understand the logic that goes through their little tiny fucking, I'm only going to live for about 5 days max brain, right? My whole existence is eating trash and then getting eaten by another fucking bug or an animal. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to fuck with the human. Like, I feel like people who were like suicidal and they die, and I feel like if resurrection is a real thing, that's what they become as punishment. Like, if God is real and he like, okay, we're going to resurrect you. We're going to resurrect you as a fucking net just to show how stupid you are as someone who killed themselves, right? You weak enough to kill yourself, so you're going to become something that also does everything in their power to kill themselves, because I don't get it. Fucking nets, flies, all of Texas. Texas is just a big ass trash heap. I've never had this problem anywhere else. I've noticed. I lived in Alabama. I lived in Missouri. I lived in Nevada, Vegas, stuff like that, right? This is the only goddamn place that the net issue is this fucking crazy. And I remember living in Vegas, and it's hot. And I remember having this big giant window that was like way taller than I could ever reach. So I would like get a chair and I would open it, right? And I remember living in this apartment, the one that burned down for the OGs of the Whomst podcast, the one that burned down, well, almost burned down, the one where the homeless people burned down the building right next to it, and then the firefighters came over, and they extinguished the fire, also taking out my window. But which I think I would have went on a rampage if I wasn't so selfish and like, oh my God, it's a fire. Let me grab my PS3, right? Like, or was it PS4? My PS4, right? I was like, that's all I had. Cause look, in the apartment that I had when I first moved to Vegas back in 2019, all I had was this like 32-inch TV. Is that the small one? I don't remember. Go, the one I got. This one is fit. Whatever. It's really small. Like I can hug that motherfucker and like go on a hiking trip with how small it was. Right. I had that, my PS4, and I had like a mattress that a homeboy gave to me. That after moving in with him, that mattress was definitely used like a motherfucker. Like that motherfucker definitely had some cum stains in it, and I didn't give a fuck because I didn't have anything at all. And he gave me a mattress, and I appreciate him for that. Good thing I didn't look too hard into it. But anyway, all I had was the TV, the PS4, mattress on the floor, and an air fryer, and a really cheap ass air fryer that I tried to cook like just bare chicken, like not just like chicken wings, but like, you know, like the chicken breast is coming like that fucking mound of meat or whatever. I put that in there and tried to cook that, and it was so fucking cheap. Even after it had a timer for 90 minutes, it didn't even have a temperature. It just had a timer, so it was just one temperature. So it was just one fucking temperature, right? Put it on 90. That was the maximum. Cook it, and the chicken was hard, but it wasn't cooked. It was just like it kind of warmed up the skin, so the skin kind of like toughened up or whatever, but it wasn't cooked at all. Put that on for another 90 minutes, still not cooked. Another 90 minutes, still cooked, and like half of it was cooked, so I ate that part, and I'm surprised I didn't get sick, but whatever. That's all I had. And the point is, that's all I had. Refrigerator empty. It had water and like sandwiches that I stole from 7-Eleven because that's where I was working at the time. It's a bunch of jokes that I created for people who don't know, new listeners, however the fuck you found me, right? I'm a stand-up comedian way back in the day, about 10 years ago, right? And I was a stand-up comedian. That's why I moved to Vegas. I was like, oh, this is just gonna be cheap LA. I'm like, fuck it. It should. At least it has all these like forms of entertainment. This would be the place to go. That's what the idea. On top of this is where I was born, and I had this like weird homesickness for a place that I never been to. I haven't been to since I was like literally 1 or 2 years old. So all my homesickness came from like videos and stuff like that. Oh, Vegas is all this and that, right? You move to Vegas, man. It's nothing. Now it's not nothing when not literally. It's a lot of shit, but it's a lot of nothing. It's like Vegas is really cool if you've never been there, and then you're gonna travel there. Maybe not anymore. It's a lot of, apparently it's going downhill. But the point is, before, you had all these stories about Vegas. You're gonna go there, you're gonna have fun and all this shit. Oh, we're gonna gamble, we're gonna fuck hookers, we're gonna murder like two or three people, but you know what? It's all gonna stay there. I'm not gonna get arrested, nothing. Right? That's what it was. But then once you move there, you have a little bit of fun. You're like, ah, blah, 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 blah. But once you have to clock in to work, once you have to pay rent, it's the same shit. I'm in Texas right now. I could be in Vegas right now. For all I know, I could have went into psychosis. I could literally be in Vegas right now and I wouldn't fucking know it because it feels the goddamn same except the bugs. That's how I got to this point. Anyway, the bugs. Alabama had roaches, but it wasn't that crazy. Texas got the roaches. Texas got the wasps. Texas got the gnats, the flies. I really don't think God like the people like you think of Texas, you think a lot of religious people and people pretending to be religious, and I think God knows that, and that's why he fucking treats this place like shit. The fucking weather sucks. The infrastructure is terrible. I've no exaggeration. Ever since I moved to this apartment, it's now almost 2 years ago now, right? Which is crazy to think about how fast time goes. Um, Literally, so what is that? 2 years, 365. What is it? 727 30, 730 plus days, roughly, right? About 425 of those days we haven't had water. Not the whole day. Thank you, phone. Classic. Look at us bringing back classics of old Whomst, whatever. Anyway, the point is, 425 days, the water will be off for about 2 hours because they're doing quote unquote repairs. What the fuck are y'all repairing at this point? Like right now, it hasn't been as bad as it was like a year ago. A year ago, it was like an actual company coming in, digging up, replacing pipes and shit like that. And I'm not even talking about the wintertime. They don't even do it during the wintertime. That's what's crazy. Unless somebody didn't drip their faucet and their fucking apartment exploded or some shit. But I'm talking about like during the summertime, literally every day. Like right now, we get like a text message, which is cool. But like a year and a half ago, 3 companies ago, because they keep getting bought out for some reason, I can only guess. They wouldn't even tell us. They might send an email, but they'll send an email after it's already done. But now they send a text message like a day before. Like I got a text message about today. I got a text message yesterday about today saying that buildings 1 through 7 and 13 to 15 water's gonna be off. So just letting y'all know. So at least we got that, right? But before I get off work at like noon and get here. I'm sweaty and shit like that. I'm gonna take a shower. I'll fucking flush the toilet and have you ever like the water's off in the flush and the most quiet flush ever? You like fuck. It gonna smell like fucking ass. Smell like fucking ass for the next couple of hours. And only a few times I'm say maybe like 7 times out of like the 700 days, they had it off and then never turned it back on to like the next day until like midnight. And it was like, what the fuck are you doing, bro? So I would it was at least 2 or 3 times I had to make a decision whether am I going to I'll wake up, they'll have the water off at like say 1 p.m. or something like that. So I'll go to sleep. I'm like, okay, they're gonna have it on by the time I get up for work. Get up at like 10:30, 11 p.m. or whatever, getting ready. Water's still off. That only happened like 2 or 3 times. So now I got to make the decision whether to like, am I going to be one of those dudes at work that smell like fucking onions and shit, aggressive as onions, the first minute of the day, or am I going to like just call off? Like fuck it, I'm gonna just call off because water's off. I'm not gonna disrespect my coworkers like that. Or am I going to go to the gym and take a shower and that place get fucking foot fungus? Is that the route I'm finna go? Huh? Finna go there and like take this very vulnerable ass shower, somebody can easily just pop open and just like I just all types of shit. Anything could happen. Oh, I didn't know you was in here. Fucking, I'm like holding my fucking titties and shit. And like, come on, man. I can't. I can't do it. I'm gonna fucking go to sleep. What am I doing? Oh man. But anyway, besides the fucking rambling, it's been a year. It's been a decent year. Nothing too special. Not that I can remember at this time anyway. You know, got my heart broken a little bit. Got really serious about a lot of shit. You know, that stereotypical fucking Instagram gym bro shit. He's like, oh, got hurt. No, now they hitting the gym. I kind of did that. I was already, even though I was already hitting the gym, I did that. And I kind of told myself that I was going to like be very serious about my finances. And just so I kind of just took that very seriously and just like saving every dollar that I can. And you know what? It's not that hard. It's not as hard as I made it seem like before. I wish I would have been doing this like 10 years ago. I'll be able to like take longer breaks than I call vacations. I never took a real vacation besides that wrestling it was a wrestling cruise ship that a homie hit me up about. He was like, I got an extra ticket, and I went with him, and it was cool. I fell in love with like a Vietnamese woman who just like kind of just she could have just fucking said no, but I'm pretty sure it was just like scary American. I'm not finna say no to this psycho. We stuck on this damn cruise, but she was cute or whatever, or at least I remember she was cute. I don't fucking remember what she looks like. I think I still got her email. I got her email. That's how much of a fucking playboy I am. I got her goddamn. Hey, baby, let me get. No, because it wasn't even that. It was like more because I knew she was a foreigner who was like stuck on the ship for like this like contract for like a couple of months. So I'm like, ain't no way she got like a normal phone number. So I was like, let me just get your email or whatever. She never hit me back. It's whatever. I remember shaking damn, Cody Banks. Is it Cody Banks? Is that his fucking name? Cody Banks sound like the sound like the Cody Rhodes. I'm tripping. Cody Rhodes, his hand. I'm drinking, y'all. Leave me alone. Cody Rhodes. I think this is fresh off of Stardust. And he came back as like his normal self. So like I said, this is like 2018, 2019 or something like that. I want to say roughly that, right? Because this is right after the breakup with my ex. And then, because I remember having that shitty ass roommate. Two shitty roommates. I had two at the same time. One that shot a gun during New Year's like a typical nigga that almost got us all kicked out, stupid fuck. And they got the nerve to get mad at me that I kicked him out. Like, nigga, come get your fucking shit. Nigga, you fucking shit up. You shooting and then our snitching ass neighbors, which I don't even fucking blame them for real. Hey, they shooting. Like, they was so quick with the eviction. But I'm so happy that they was like cool with it. I was like, hey, I think because I was accountable about it, I was like, hey, I just had shitty taste in roommates and they was shooting and whatever, and I kicked them out, and they believed me and they let me because I still had like 1 or 2 months left, whatever. Yeah, this was right before I moved to Vegas too. And then the second shitty roommate was I know I told this story like long time ago, but he was the one who I thought killed himself. He was the one I thought fucking killed himself. He was a white dude, like country ass white dude or whatever. He was cool, and he was like very talkative, not unlike the black dude or whatever, right? But the black dude, he was like he worked and did his thing. Whatever, right? the white dude, he had got a puppy. Wasn't really a problem until I noticed, because I never went into his room because I'm not that type of landlord, I guess, right? But when he disappeared, he just randomly disappeared one day, and his dog was just barking. That's the one thing I fucking hate about dogs. Now I love dogs. I love puppies. Whatever, hold them, squeeze them, choke their necks this out. You so goddamn cute, right? But the fucking barking, I don't understand the logic. Like, I know they're an animal, but like, I don't understand what goes on through their mind. Okay, I'm finna bark for a couple of minutes. This ain't working. I'm finna just keep on doing it for a couple of hours. I just don't fucking understand the logic that's going on there, man. It's like, damn, you can't really like. Okay, let me try something else. Let me something. God damn, bro. Uh, yeah, he had randomly disappeared. His puppy was already barking a lot, but he'll pop up and he'll quiet him down or whatever. So it wasn't really that big of a deal. But one day he did it, and I wasn't really tripping about it because I was like in the bedroom that was across. It was a trailer. It was a three. It was a 3-bedroom trailer. I think it was $650, $700 a month. Oh, luxury, baby. You don't understand. With the prices nowadays, boy, that was luxury. I checked the prices of that shit now. I'm going on a tangent. I checked on the price like a year ago. I was like, I might move back to Alabama. Let me see what the prices are. Like I said, it was like 650, 700 for a 3-bedroom. That bitch like 1,200, 1,300 now. I'm like, fuck. They took advantage of that shit. God damn. Here she are. Here she is. She fucked this all up. This fucking plan, man. Cause she wanted a day drink. I'm talking about my ex now. I ain't talking about the roommate. Let me finish that story, I guess. He randomly left, and he left his barking ass dog, and it happened for hours to the point where the black dude was like, "Hey, what the fuck is up? What's going on?" So I was like, try to text the dude. He wasn't answering. So I checked on the dog. Dog in the cage in the corner. He chewed through the fucking drywall through the cage. That was the first thing that pissed me off. But then two, he, like I say, he disappeared. A detail I left out. Uh, he one of those white dudes who like down on his luck, but not really. It's just like he don't want to work with the very privileged what he has. He has parents who love him because I found that out because I contacted his parents through somebody. Basically, once he disappeared, I hit up Facebook. I was like, anybody know this dude? Know his parents? And his parents hit me up. I was like, hey, he disappeared. I don't know where he's at. And they paid his rent for him. They paid his rent for him and then got all his shit. And I gave up. Oh, no. The first sign of when I thought he killed himself, because about a day or two later, I want to say about a day and a half or whatever passed, and a random ass Asian dude popped up. Random ass Asian dude popped up in the middle of the day. He was like, "Hey," I forget it. I forget the white dude's name. He was like, "Hey, white dude met me at a bar." He was like, "Hey, if I don't hit you up by a certain time, can you pick up my puppy from this dude's house or whatever?" So I'm like, so he picked him up, and he was barking his ass off, and I wasn't in the space to take care of no goddamn puppy at the time, because before that I had a puppy with my ex, and the puppy got sick and died. I wasn't really in the mood to have another puppy. Um, So I just gave it to him. It's all like, you found my apartment somehow. So you found my house somehow. So here you go. You can't. Ain't no way you created this weird. Ain't no way you some hacker who just found this weird arbitrary ass information. He's like, I'm finna steal that nigga's puppy. Like, and then fuck no. So I just gave the puppy to this stranger, And then that's when I did the Facebook post to try to find the dude's parents, because I was like about 85% sure he killed himself. So I'm like, I didn't say that in the Facebook post or to his parents. I was like, I don't know where he's at, and he hasn't paid rent. So so they paid the fucking. I was only charging them like $300 because the rent. No, okay, there we go. Boom. I now remember the rent was like. Yeah, it was like, okay, I was right, $650, because I was like, they too can pay for it, and basically I'm living there for free. So I was a slumlord. Anyway, the point is, the parents came, and like I said, white dude who acting like he's like really hard on his luck, but his parents love him, and that's all he really got to do to like get back on his feet, is if he actually embraced the fact that his parents fucking love him, go back with them, find a good job, save us some money, but for some fucking reason he wants to live in poverty for some goddamn reason. That's why I fucking hate. I can't stand a white motherfucker who your life is on easier mode. I ain't gonna say easy mode, because especially now, I know I had a joke a long time ago about like white people having like failing and their life is on easy mode, but then not so much anymore. It's not so much anymore. Look at our government. Yeah. So they the ones who didn't, who not shit, even the ones who is falling for the grift that is Trump, they fell into, but they some reason that I don't, whatever. I'm not gonna make this a political thing. I'm too drunk to all that for all that shit. How we get to this? How far are we? 31 minutes? Jesus Christ. You know what? I think I'm gonna end it here, man. I'm gonna finish this drink. I'm gonna stop slurring on the mic. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. I gotta go to the gym. And like, what time is it? Almost 3 o'clock. It's 2:39. I'm gonna take my ass to sleep. Try to get 5 decent hours. Ooh, Kingdom Hearts. Kingdom Hearts HD 1.5 and 2.5 for $20. I might do that, baby. Relive my childhood. Maybe stop some of this depression, you know. Thought maybe too fucking bitter to play Kingdom Hearts about. You know what? I'm finna fucking do that shit, man. That's what I'm finna do. I'm finna do some schooling and then play some Kingdom Hearts, man. I hope y'all have a good one. All right. Okay. Hope y'all have a good one. This is not a return of the Whomst. This is just a drunk episode. I'm just being real with y'all. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Who knows? I got a lot on my plate. I'm working a bunch of hours. I'm back in school for the second time. I'm writing. I'm editing still. It's a bunch of shit. I'm just adding way too much to the schedule. I don't want to fucking overwhelm myself again. So, yeah. Hope y'all enjoy this very special Christmas episode. No. So, see y'all later, man.